Friction Part 1. Now, welcome to Posterity Academic Clinic. And today we want to talk about a very, very interesting topic, a topic that we all experience every day. What we want to study today, without it, our life will be very, very difficult and challenging. And that's why we are giving time today to study it. Have you ever thought of it? How would it be if you notice that you try to walk on the road and the road is so slippery that you cannot stand or even walk on it? You try to take any step, you just keep slipping and falling down, or maybe even started drifting over it. Such is what often happens when somebody is trying to walk on an ice or glaciers. You will see that even cars and vehicles often drift all by themselves, even when they are not being driven or when they are even trying to park them, because the road is just very slippery. Now, why do we have such things? It's because of what we want to study today. Or let's talk about another scenario. Imagine Ben running up and down on a wet ground and his mom is shouting, be careful, be careful. The ground is wet. The ground is wet. But Ben felt like, oh, I'm happy, I'm enjoying the rain and all of that. Suddenly, Ben slips and falls down. Thank God he didn't die or even have a severe injury. But what would have happened? It means that something must have caused Ben to fall. The grip on the floor, maybe, was not sufficient enough to hold his leg. Why do we have such situations? Or maybe even you that you are listening to me, you've been in such situations before. And that's what we want to study today. Have you ever also noticed that pen like this is a marker, a board marker? You will notice a particular design around this edge here. Why do we have such design? Is it just for mere aesthetics or is to enhance the grip to open it up? Why do we have such? I can tell you that it's not just for beautification or aesthetics. It's far more than that. And that's what we want to study today. You see the same thing. It's one of the reasons why cars also always have these rough patterns. Rough patterns, we call it thread patterns, made on tires. And any tire that doesn't have such, that tire is not good enough. That tire will be slipping and will be drifting easily on the road surface. So all of these and many more are what we want to look at today. And what we'll talk about today is simply friction. Yes, friction. Friction as the force of opposition between any two surfaces in contact. Anytime you see two surfaces having contact and they are rubbing against each other, definitely there will be a friction. So friction is a force that opposes the relative motion of a force of two surfaces in contact. And this friction, in all the cases I've explained earlier, are what is making many of them to either happen or not to happen. Without friction, our life will be very challenging to live. Friction is what is making me to be able to stand here and talk to you. Friction is what is making each of us to be able to walk up and down. Without a force holding our feet from slipping, we all will not be able to stand, let alone to walk. Even to write on the board or to hold a marker or a pen in our hands, it is friction. Friction is all around us. Have you ever imagined why the palm, the nature of the skin of our palm is quite different from this one that is at the back of our hands? It's because this one is obviously tougher if you see it, if you touch it, while this one is softer. It's because of this can offer a better friction since this part of the palm is meant for grabbing, gripping, and holding things. The same thing is on our feet. If you check underneath your leg, the skin of your feet is tougher than that of the other side at the top of your feet. Why do we have this? The creator intentionally made it so because of friction. So you just need to look around you. You will see friction all around us. If you see us, that I can hold this duster, is friction. If I can clean anything on the board, it's because of friction. If you see any house standing, friction between different components and parts of the house make that house to be able to stand. Even this board that I've suspended behind me is friction that is holding the nails in place. We can go on and on to talk about applications and benefits or advantages of friction. All you need to do is just look around you and you see friction all around us. So I'm not going to be going to the types of friction. But don't forget what you said. Friction is simply a force of opposition that prevents two surfaces in contact from moving easily over each other. Assignment. List other 5 examples of friction that you can see around.